I think we're ready.
Okay, we're on.
I think we're on YouTube, gentlemen. We're about to be joined by another. Hello, everybody.
There's
Chuck's
Chuck.
name. There's Chuck McPartland's name on the screen, and there he is, at least the
Welcome,
top
Chuck.
of his head. Still pulling for Ukraine, like we all are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to December. And doggone, we're a little late, but we're always going to make it if the damn technology and AI will let us. Kicking off the very month of December, the first day, no less, and wishing all you stargazers and astro freaks well, because this is the SBAU Astro Hour, 60 minutes of cutting edge cosmology for the Santa Barbara Astronomical Unit, Santa Barbara, California's Telescope Club. I'm your happy MC, Ronnie Herron, proud to be on board, saying we're 3/4 of the way through our 5th year on YouTube every Monday morning, 11 to noon. In exactly 3 months, March 1st, 2026, we'll be starting our 6th year of this broadcast, or whatever it's called, podcast, blog, the Astro Hour. Give me a minute and I'll introduce the rest of the gang. Meanwhile, here are this week's cosmic topics we'll talk about. Got some bright stars out there, the stars of winter, focusing our mirrors and lenses, ladies and gentlemen, on a couple binaries out near Sirius. I think it's called the 145 CMA. I'm not sure. The moon's in Taurus. We'll pass just north of the planet Doug, our favorite planet out there, Wednesday night, right after it occults the Pleiades. And it's the last full supermoon of 2025 at 3:14 p.m. Not sure of the day. I guess maybe today. For some reason, it's called the December cold moon, as I broke out my electric blanket last night. How about the morning sky? We'll start with Mercury, work our way out to Venus. Something about how those planets move a little differently from the stars. You won't believe the weather report on Venus, but we're going to bring it to you. NASA's last Mars rover mission, unless they've said something since, Perseverance, whose little chopper pilot, Jerry's godson, regaled us last summer with stories, just spotted an unusual sculpted high-standing rock nestled among some low-lying, flattened, fragmented stuff on Mars right around it. Well, you see the pictures. Something sculpted.
What's the name of the rock?
I don't know. We haven't named it, I don't think.
No, it has a name.
All right. Well, we're going to
I
talk
just want to see if you can pronounce it.
I just want to meet the sculptor. There's a sculptor on Mars. I got some unusual objects out there, like Andromeda's parachute and Dracula's chivito. You know what a chivito is? I don't either, but it sure looks delicious. Hey, our club is on SBAU.org. We meet at the Museum of Natural History. We will be there this Friday night for our general meeting in December for elections, and 2 in-house members do our in-house members-only speeches. And then week after that, on the 13th, I believe, we will be meeting in the dark. Saturday Star Party. In between, on Thursday the 11th, I guess we're meeting out at the Hilton Inn in Goleta for our big holiday party. Let's meet the gang on screen. I don't know how we got here. I really don't. The AI demons, I'm not going to call them gods. They're demons. They're just terrible. Prevented us. Hello, Jerry Wilson.
Good morning. Good morning to my
welcome
sister.
Aboard.
Welcome to my sister Joyce and my grandson Calvin, and a special happy birthday to Riley, who turns 3 today.
Oh, little Riley. We got to get him going.
Your great-grandchild?
What?
What's that?
Your great-grandchild?
Just grandchild.
Yeah.
He is a great-grandchild, though.
I got a feeling you're going to be seeing a lot of your family this season, aren't you? They come and go. You go to Camarillo. I'm not sure where the rest are scattered, but this should be home base right here. This is Santa Barbara. Anyway, he's married to Pat, and he's going to run again. And I checked with Tom McPartland, who used to join us. And Tom, our webmaster, says that you've been in office 8 years, 2017. And I got elected vice president the year after that. That makes me 7 years. Captain Outreach, Chuck McPartland, is not an elected official, but boy, he is the club. Been around forever, Outreach guy. And he's married to another Pat. Pat McPartland is our merchandise manager. She's had that title and that duty a long time. And she's been treasurer 1 year or 2 years, taking over for Colin.
I don't know, might be 2.
I thought she was the big turnover 2 years ago, and then last year it was Tessa taking over secretary.
That was secretary.
Secretary.
Yeah, so because we didn't have both those things going last year. Well, anyway, we're up for. I think we got somebody to run for secretary. Tessa Flanagan is feeling her oats and about ready to relax a little more. Let's see who else is on the screen. We got a full house. Tom Weddermore, editor of our newsletter. How you doing? There he is.
Morning.
He's also, I believe, a bird watcher.
Yes.
Audubon Society member. Do you attend meetings at the museum, Tom?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have bigger groups than we do, I hear. They sometimes meet in Fleischmann.
I think we always meet in Fleischmann now.
Is it every month?
Yes. Usually the third Wednesday.
Okay, and you use those monocs for both stargazing and bird watching, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very good for both. Yeah.
He's also married to Maureen, used to be my Coumadin person to check with. Bruce Murdoch, are you with us? There he is.
I'm here.
All right, longtime supporter, telescope enthusiast, married to the lovely Bonnie, and president of the Santa Barbara Theater Organ Society. And last but not least is Tim Crawford.
Hey, howdy.
Yeah. How did you get on here too? How did any of us make it today? We're 3 minutes late.
I know.
He's one of the
I
many
know.
workshop, I guess, veterans. And that's still on, or has that been moved? No, it's every Tuesday. It's tomorrow night, right? There's a workshop online.
Yeah, and also Telescope Tuesday, I think.
Yep, Telescope Tuesday. It looks like it's going to be cloudy. We'll see.
Well, I thought one of them has been moved a week. Camino Real, that would be second to the third.
It's on the first Tuesday of the month for this year. Next year, it'll move to the third Tuesday of the month.
So we'll have two special events on the third week of every month. Camino Real on Tuesday and Westmont on Friday of that week.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I got to tell you, our two guys are working their fingers to the bone, putting together a PowerPoint, and we're going to have some huge props inside Farron Hall this Friday night. And I just hope nothing goes wrong because, they only get one shot at this. They don't even have a rehearsal like all the pros that we booked that come in and have been running that same program for many, many meetings. But
Nothing will go wrong. I'll be at home watching on the screen.
Okay. And I hope to see your face up there as you raise your hand for voting on the elections.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh, we didn't get any cartoons, but that means we get to be surprised if Jerry has any.
Didn't I send those out? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
I sent you an email at 6 a.m. saying you got 5 hours, Jerry, unless you're getting dementia.
Oh, well, that answers that.
That's all right.
So,
Hey,
let
Chuck,
me
you got
acknowledge
the 18.
let me
Chuck, did
acknowledge
you-
that we started 3 minutes late, but that was preceded by 15 minutes of pure panic when our passwords didn't work. But we were saved by our webmaster, Tom Totten.
Yeah, I left him a message. You probably all did, but I wish Zoom would just settle down and be the same every week. There's always
Well, it's
something.
probably
Here we
our
go.
fault.
You want to read this one to us, Mr. Prez?
Scientists recently combined DNA of a cheetah with the DNA of a crab. Things went sideways real fast.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
There's an old Smothers Brothers song called "Crabs Go Sideways and Lobsters Go Forward."
Backwards.
And you ever heard that song where they're trying? The family of the lobster doesn't want him to marry the crab.
Yeah.
They walk differently. All right, somebody's gonna. I guess it'll be the president. Gonna have to describe this. ILY, I love you. Go ahead.
These are internet code words, like I love you, ILY,
Okay,
IMY, I miss you. BRB is be right back. PV is NRT.
That's the perfect glass law.
Yep. F equals MA, Newton's second law. Kinetic energy is 1/2 mv squared. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and E equals MC squared. And this guy says, well, that escalated quickly.
Okay.
I think that's a comedian.
The one that gets done the most is LOL. Even
Yeah,
when it's
well,
even though
there's
it's
two. There's two meetings for that. Laugh out loud and lots of love.
Oh, no kidding. Lots of love. Okay, I'll take a chance. There's a alien standing in the yard with a guy ready to do his leaf blower, and he says to him, "In space, there is no sound, sir, except those we can still hear. Those damn things you're running in the yard."
Now, some of these I think are repeats. They feel familiar to me, but I can't place them.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
one's a
remember.
repeat.
Okay.
This was a repeat. I don't remember it. There's a pumpkin pie with a slice out of it. You want to explain that, somebody?
I ate some pie.
Some pie. I ate some pie.
Yeah, this is the square root of -1 I. 2 cubed is 8.
Okay.
Sigma is the summation, and pi is pi.
Oh, God. Wow.
And that slice that's missing is how much of the observable universe we occupy. The rest of
Oh,
it is.
no, that's way much bigger than, we don't occupy, we are occupy about 5%
Oh,
total.
is this Larson or
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it's him.
Yeah.
okay? Can you make it a little larger?
I asked you a question, buddy. What's the square root of 5,248? It's no
What is it?
particular number. It's just a random number.
Oh, it's not a prime or anything.
No.
But no.
God.
All right,
It's 72.44.
Uh-oh.
grow on me. Here we are. Okay, you're gonna have to direct us through it.
Okay, now this came in a wider context, and that is it's a physics student going over the corrections to his very first paper that he wrote by himself. And this professor is telling him what's wrong. What's wrong with my writing? Well, for starters, you use too many sentences. Also, your choice of word is often incorrect. And your punctuation marks are strangely placed. Really? Really, the trouble began with when you first pressed a key on your keyboard. Anything else? Your figures are ugly. That's positive feedback for the guy to take it back and do it again.
Someday I'm gonna hit both you guys. Or there's two of you that have PhDs on the screen, or is more than Tom and Jerry? Because I'm curious about what your dissertation was about.
Hmm.
Do you have a copy of it?
I
Yeah.
have, yes, I do.
Mhm.
But
Yes,
we're not
well,
going into that right now.
Yeah.
The joke around when I was about to take my field orals was a professor told me, he says, now don't worry, because it's an oral exam. Don't worry, we're basic humanitarians. If you actually pass out, we will catch you before you hit the floor.
Well, I got a jillion questions about. All right, where are we here? This
Okay.
Cyril and Gothic.
Now this is from The Hobbit. This is Bilbo Baggins and Gollum.
Okay.
They're doing a war of riddles. And so Bilbo has asked, a box without hinges, key or lid, yet Schrodinger's cat within is hid. And now the riddle is the cat alive or dead? Answer fully. That's not fair. We don't know nasty theories of quantum mechanics. It must give us 2 guesses, precious. 2 guesses, very well. Guess away. Alive, wrong. Then it must be dead. Wrong again. The superposition of both states.
Superposition, yeah.
Well, I love the word entanglement, though. It kind of brings a little romance to the universe. We're all entangled. Okay. That was interesting, but that's all right. We forgive you. Sometimes it's more interesting to be surprised rather than see them early. But when is the full moon? Is it today?
No,
Thursday.
No. Yeah.
Thursday.
You neglected to put that in the notes.
it's in there somewhere.
Well, it's not next to the time. What's the time you gave?
See this chart?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, good. This is actually this was this morning, or if I back it up 1 minute, it's tonight at midnight. And this is the constellation of Canis Major, the big dog. That's what CMA is. Canis Major A 143, I think, 145, I think. And this is the Winter Albireo. It's a double star, and it's one of the famous blue and gold pairs, indicating either University of Minnesota's maize and blue colors, the Boy Scouts, or UCLA's blue and gold. So it's right there. This is Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. Procyon is right here. Orion is up here. And the brightest stars in the sky are clustered they're bright by a little bit in the summer, but they're in the winter sky. The winter sky sparkles more. So this is what we're looking at here today.
A lady at a star party also said it's the Ukraine flag star.
Yeah.
pair.
Okay, that'll do too.
Chuck would like that.
Mhm.
I've been saying that too.
So this is with a planetarium mapping program, the Sky 6 from Software Bisque. And Software Bisque has their own name for stars, not invalid names, but to me, they're uncommon. This is, you look all over, I had to look through several catalogs to find that what we're looking at is this star, SAO 173349. So
That's
remember that.
Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory.
Yeah, okay.
It's also called Herschel 3945, which is not in there.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, little h.
Little h for John Herschel.
Right.
Did you get my star hop chart, Jerry?
no.
Oh shoot, too bad. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you the really good star hop if you go back.
There's a star hop that's written into the talking points, but we're not going to go over that. So we'll go back in a minute and you can show us.
Yeah.
This-
It's Adhara through Wiesen, right up to it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see that in the previous figure, Jerry.
Okay, wait a second. I've lost how to get back. Okay, there we are.
There it is. See, Adhara through Wiesen, right
Yep.
up to it.
Yep. You just go equidistance.
Yeah, right
Bing,
here.
bing,
from
bing.
Oh, it's right, continuing this line,
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Roughly.
roughly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit
Oh,
up,
it's
but
close
it's
enough.
almost
Yeah.
equidistant, slightly up.
And that shows in binoculars, so that's good. That's really definitely good enough hop.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a really easy hop, and you just kind of go in a small circle, and you got it.
Right. And there's also an open cluster back in that area that's absolutely gorgeous in a small telescope.
Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. There's a lot of really neat stuff around here.
Oh, it's
M50,
just
47, 46, 41.
Mhm, mhm.
Actually,
41 is the Pleiades.
Yes.
45 is the Pleiades.
If
No,
you
41 is the Pleiades.
The
Oh,
Pleiades.
Pleiades. Oh,
and if
Right
you
in the middle
follow
of the dog.
yeah.
if you
Oh,
follow
that's,
that,
I get it. Okay.
if you follow that star hop, Adhara and Wiesen, you just keep on going out. You'll run right into
Mhm.
46 and 47.
Right. And one of them has a really pretty planetary in it.
Yep. Yep.
Apparently there are 5 open clusters that have planetaries in them in the whole sky that are known.
Huh.
Well, did I miss you saying 145? Is it CMA? According you're talking. was
Canis
that-
Major
Did I miss that?
45.
Yeah.
No, he mentioned it. Canis Majoris,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. that's
CMA.
Mhm.
Now this is a hand-drawn sketch of the double star pair.
Very good.
So you can tell this one's slightly bluer and this one's slightly yellower. So this is blue and white. The blue and gold. It's not white, it's gold. You can see that color. It's much more vivid in a photograph. But the only photograph I found was of the summer Albireo in Cygnus. And those things just really sparkle through. And it was even in the article discussing this double star pair. So I guess they just didn't like to show this one.
This is an object that I tell people at star parties that is overlooked all the time, and it's a really, really good object in
Yeah.
the winter sky. And for some reason, people don't show it, but it should be shown.
It's
Now,
a little low sometimes for us, is why I think.
do you know if this is double or binary?
It's double, I think, not binary. It's separated quite a bit.
Yeah, Chuck sent me that info years ago, and it is double for sure.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Step
One is near and rotating around each other, and the other one is superimposed on the other, and one's further away than
Ronnie,
the other.
double just means they appear to be close to each other. Binary means they're actually gravitationally bound.
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that when you start with binaries and then you get three trinaries, there's some up there, and then quadri or whatever, when you get to a certain point, does it become a star cluster?
Mm,
I think I've
Probably
asked this before.
like a globular cluster.
Or
There'll be a
globular.
million of them.
Star clusters, in my view, star clusters have to have some affinity for each other. That is, they have to be associated with each other in some way. Maybe
Oh.
not gravitationally bound, but they came from the same nebula. If
Oh, that's a
they're
good point.
stacked together, they don't really qualify, I don't think.
But
Good
they're
point,
all
Jerry.
they're all less than a light year apart, I would imagine.
Not here.
No, oh, really?
Yeah,
Those are light years apart,
at
Yeah.
least.
kind of like us. And
This guy does his drawing with a 6-inch refractor. And this probably is about 100 or 200 power at most. And so that means that these are pretty widely spaced.
Yeah.
look, the one on the lower left looks yellower to me on my screen. And
Yep.
Yep, that's what it should look like. This is
Okay.
blue and gold.
got it.
Now this is December 3rd. It's the cold moon, and it's, in this case, it's in the center of the Pleiades. These other little names and points and stuff here, and planetarium software blows its little brains out trying to get these all to appear right.
Yeah.
So if I magnify it any more on the actual application, things start turning black in here. So, but Chuck has published, he told me a little list of what order these things disappear for publication in a local news outlet.
yeah. I sent an article to Ed Had just
That's
saying
it,
when,
Ed Had.
when they'll be occulted. It happens right after the moon rises. So it's going to be low on the horizon. The sky's going to be bright. So that's going to be pretty tough for some of them.
Moon's going to occult the Pleiades?
Some of the stars in the Pleiades, yes.
Okay, well, aren't the Pleiades 7?
Yeah.
7
Okay,
sisters.
how many of them?
There's actually 5,000 or so in that cluster, but
Oh, I see, but we see 7. I think my grandpa called it 7 sisters.
Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Now, in honor of the full moon later this week, Thursday, I think, first, second, third, fourth. Just before full moon, you get a really nice look at this crater here, Grimaldi, which is a very large basin, and it has been filled with lava. So apparently whatever hit there punched through, and the magma underneath was stored there. It's not created, in my view, created by the impact, because it would have a central peak if that were the case. This broke through and magma very quickly filled the cavity. This is Ricoli out here, which is beyond the terminator. Now, this map of the moon here is a full moon map. And you can see Grimaldi here is this large.
Oh.
So this is the last thing if you go out tonight or tomorrow night, you should be able to see this on the terminator. And this up here is the terminator right there. So this image is taken just before full, and then this is the graphic of the full moon.
So on your full moon there, it's the one right out at the very left edge?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
The one with the rectangle around it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
It's real prominent, Tim. It's real easy to see in binoculars.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that guy.
Mhm.
Okay,
Question, please?
yes.
We probably covered this before, but the magma that made those mares, is it gone? A big
No,
rock?
it's all right here.
It's
Yeah.
all right there, but it's solid. It's
I know,
froze.
but is there magma underneath the surface of the moon still?
I don't believe there is. I think there's a lot of speculation about that. I've seen a lot of data showing the internal layering of the moon, and I didn't see anything that would be a large cavity of magma nowadays. But this
Yeah, I
somewhere
think it goes back and forth on whether there's still a liquid core way, way, way
Right.
down.
way down, right? That's what I was going to say.
Well, can
this
I
was a
throw in
long
another
time
dumb?
ago.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Can I
There
throw in
were
another
two
dumb
bombardment
question?
ages for the moon as speculation now. And
Okay,
this would be the second one because it's not covered with craters.
another dumb question,
Yes,
just based on my own curiosity. Does the fact that the side that we always see in the tidally locked moon is covered with these vast plains, these mares, whereas if the other side in the dark, or at least away from us, never half in the dark, is all craters, does that have anything to do with the tidally locked, or is
yes,
it just the
Yes.
way it ended up?
yeah.
No, we talked about that before. There are mass concentrations under these mares. And the
I know,
tidal
but
force of the Earth against the moon, especially of our tides, pulls the heavier part to face us.
okay, so that does not have something to do with the fact that we get a smoother side, our face that's always pointing toward us, has to do with the tidally locked. It's not just a,
Well, there's mass concentrations under these big dark areas. Yeah. The stuff that hit is still kind of chunky down there.
Yeah,
we would really be shocked to see if the other side of the moon was facing us, wouldn't we? There wouldn't be a
Well, it'd be a
Mari.
lot brighter at full moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm talking about the one that's pocked with just craters, no Maris, no.
Well, there's a couple of small mares.
yeah, about the
Are there?
size of Grimaldi.
Okay.
Yeah, the average reflectance of the moon is 16%. It's like pavement. Like
Yes, the
dark
moon
pavement.
actually is fairly dark, as Bruce points out.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like asphalt, color of asphalt.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that China's trying to stake out the far side that's away from us. I'm not sure if they can do that or not. Gonna need
Well, the
some
far side
orbiting.
has one very, very large and diffuse mountain and very, very large diffuse, whatever you want to call it, depression.
Hmm.
When we made satellites, instruments for satellites before I retired, we would point the imagers once they're up on orbit, we would point the imagers at the full moon because the full moon presented a fixed albedo. It never changed. Whereas if you shine it at different parts of the Earth, you're going to get all sorts of albedo differences. So the moon was our standard calibration for our instruments.
Is that
So
right?
you average the entire surface of the moon into one pixel or one measurement?
No, we didn't need to do that. We took the entire moon into the field of view, and then we
Oh, okay.
integrated them. So we got the total signal.
And if you graph the brightness of the moon as it goes through its phases, when it reaches full, it jumps an extra 10% over what you'd expect because the mineral crystals in those bright areas are tetrahedral and they send light back. They reflect it very efficiently directly back where it came from.
Yeah, they're like a
Oh.
corner cube.
And why does it appear bigger on the horizon than straight up?
That's
That's a different-
psychological.
Is that all psychology? It's the same size, huh? Okay.
Your brain has a series of algorithms embedded in it to do quick signal processing. And one of the algorithms that it has in there, they can be very confusing when you try and look at the universe the way you're trying to hope it is, because your brain assumes that the sky is flat. And if you've ever seen clouds, cumulus clouds after a rainstorm, it looks like the bottoms are all flat things going off into the distance. And that's an accurate representation of how your brain processes information. So something on the horizon is way far away, and something right overhead is very close. So since it's the same size, the one right overhead looks very small, and the one way down on the horizon looks very big.
Yeah, they've even tested that by putting people in these isolation tanks or whatever you want to call it in a room with no cues, and they'll project a moon onto the wall. And if people look at it and they're holding their heads level, it looks big to them. But if they project it so that they have to raise their eyes and look up, then it looks smaller, even though it's the same size.
Right.
Is
So
it
you don't
also
need any kind of cue like a horizon or anything. It's more the position of your head. If you're standing up, you assume a horizon.
So
does it also get redder on the horizon?
that's
That's
because of the atmosphere.
atmospherics. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So we come to my favorite one-liner is that your brain's processing was not designed to give you an accurate view of the universe. It was designed to keep you safe. So
Why would-
anyway, this is the morning sky. I'm going to let someone else do the talking. My voice is fading.
Sure,
Oh, dear.
I'll do some.
Okay.
So last week for us, Venus was easy, really easy, because it's about -4 magnitude. Mercury was really tough. It's really hard. It turns out the magnitude of Mercury is about 1.38, and Venus is about -4-ish. So the difference of about, five or so makes Venus about more than 100 times as bright as Mercury. And in the glow of the morning sky, Venus was easy. It's real easy. Got it easily visually, also in binoculars, but Mercury was tough. We didn't quite get Mercury. So just, warn people that Mercury is still pretty tough, even though it comes up well ahead of Venus.
And
Yeah.
look at that
Mercury-
alignment there if you want to do star hop for this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you see-
Zubin Janubi.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing is you can see that the ecliptic is cranked. You can see Venus and Mercury on the ecliptic there. Not quite perpendicular to the horizon, but real steep, real steep. Okay,
Oh,
Which
yeah,
makes
yeah.
Mercury a little easier than it would otherwise be.
right, but it's still tough, Chuck. It's
Yeah.
really tough.
So you can see Mercury with the naked eye, but just barely.
I didn't even get it in binoculars. It was really hard. Usually it's a cakewalk, but
Yeah,
it was
usually
really
it's pretty easy visually.
Mhm.
It's
One-
just that
one-
it's low. You have to know
1.38
when and where to look.
right.
Tommy, is 1.38 Mercury and 4 for Venus?
-4.
It was about -4. I think it was -3.92 for Venus,
Wow.
and it was positive 1.38.
Oh, wow. That's
Okay,
significant
so the
difference.
difference is about 5.5, just roughly.
Yeah.
Remember, that's logarithmic scale. So if you take 2.11 and raise it to the power of 5.5, you get more than 100. It's probably, I don't know, 150, maybe, something like that.
Each
Hmm.
magnitude is like
I think it's 2.52.
2.52.
Right.
Is
Yeah, I
that the
think it's
number? that-
2.511 and it doesn't repeat. It just doesn't repeat. It's the fifth root of 100 if you got your calculator out, Tim.
Oh, okay. 50 to 100. Okay.
Well,
Oh,
what- well, gentlemen, what is the cutoff number on magnitude for not being able to see something?
I can see magnitude 7 in the Utah skies. Here, I've seen 6 magnitude here.
Yeah.
A long, long time ago in the summertime, I could lie on the grass here, look up and see naked eye M13.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
sure if
yeah.
I don't think I can do that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ever since they changed the streetlights out, I used to do a lot of astrophotography from my deck. I
Yeah.
can't anymore. The sky is just too diffuse with
Through
stray
diffuse,
light.
yeah. If I lay out on the grass and back, I used to look up at the sky and I'd get licked in the face by my dog.
Definitely
I
Canis
like it.
Major.
Yeah.
I like it, Gary. That visual is so understandable.
So why is this called Seifert's sextet?
There's
Where
there's
does,
six
where does
galaxies in there.
Seifert come from? This is Serpens.
Well, Seifert
see-
was an astronomer, there,
Right.
who made a catalog.
But I've never seen all six of them, but I've seen some of them
Huh.
in an 18-inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So is that the pattern up here, or is
No,
that
it's a
Oh, no,
it's
it's a
dim
collection of
galaxy
galaxies,
group.
Jerry. It's a
okay?
collection. Like Stephan's Quintet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so
And then there's a
it's small.
Copeland's too. There's a Copeland's. I forget if
Okay.
that's 5 or 6.
I'm going to look for that. Okay. Moving right along. This is the this is the phase of Mercury today at 7 a.m. So you missed it. But this is it's a little over 50%, a little under 50% lit. And it's made up of a combination of photographs and mappings of various resolutions, so it's not uniform.
Mhm.
Now, this is a picture of Venus.
Really washed out.
Okay. I should have known that would be that way. Let's see, where are we?
Well, Venus looks kind of like that anyway. It's can't see a lot of the surface. There
Oh,
you go.
that's really different.
Yeah, even in binoculars, Ron, I get a sense of, it's not quite full. Okay. I can see that in binoculars in the morning.
Mhm.
But we're losing Venus pretty fast now. I think it's diving and diving and
Yeah,
diving.
it's at its max, I think, or past that.
Okay.
So
How
this
big
is,
how big a scope would you need to actually get color like this?
I don't think that it's the size of the scope.
I think it's your camera.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's your filters. Yeah.
Yeah, filters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, the trick to watching Venus is that you don't look at it at night. The contrast is just too much for your eye.
Yeah.
So what I do is I set the scope, or I used to back in the 60s, I'd set the scope on where Venus was at night. And then the next day I'd move it in right ascension back to where it should be, and it was right there.
Huh.
You can
Wow.
look at it with a blue background, and you do see some hints of detail on the surface.
Mhm.
We used to look for something called the Ashen light.
Yeah.
ASHEN, which on the forget exactly what it is, but it was supposed to be an effect of the atmosphere, the very brightness in the dark side when the thing was just a thin crescent.
Yeah. Was
I
that Steve
never saw
O'Meara,
it.
Jerry?
What's
Steve
that?
O'Meara? Was that Steve O'Meara? Talk about that?
Say it again.
Was it Steve O'Meara who would talk about that? The
This
Ashen?
was before I knew Steve O'Meara.
Yeah.
This is back when I
He's
was
half
about
eagle.
15 years old.
Yeah, he's half
I-
eagle, He has amazing eyes.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. So when he was a teenager, you probably know that, they used to give him the key to the observatory at Harvard, and he would just go up there and have a
Yes.
party. He was amazing.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
We took a tour in 2004 of the big telescopes on the Big Island.
Okay.
He was our docent.
Yeah.
And we had a star party there at the 9,000-foot level where the dorms are for the astronomers. And we had we were looking at M13, and we said, oh, there, and you can even see real clearly the galaxy behind M13. And he looked at the scope and he said, yeah, you can see both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. Where's the other one?
Yeah,
And
there
he
is another one.
described where it was,
Yeah.
but I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
He's the
Wouldn't
one
he
that
make a great speaker?
was wonderful.
Oh, he's got a real neat sense of humor from his
Yes.
books too. He's really neat.
His
But he
takeaway. Go ahead.
I think that. Go ahead, Tim.
He lives pretty far away. You couldn't get him here, huh?
Well, he lived on the Big Island when I knew him.
I
Yeah.
think he's moved to
Africa
Namibia now.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
That one
His-
galaxy, Jerry, you always see behind M13. It's not too hard. It's 6207.
yeah,
Okay, but the other one is a tough cookie.
it is.
Yeah.
Now, his takeaway was when he'd ask you, did you see it? And he said, if you hesitate before you say no, then you saw it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
according to your talking points, you're going to give us the weather report on Venus.
We're going to talk about that a little bit. I wouldn't say it's a complete weather report.
They
But,
found a big red spot on it, you suppose?
This is not, there's no red spot.
So Ron,
Yes.
speaking of weather reports, I just got one from Mexico.
Oh dear. Chile,
Chile today, hot tamale.
hot tamale.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to be talking about something, I think Mexican or is it South American, that chivito?
Vito.
Chivito. I've never had one. Suppose they sell them here? Well, we'll get to that, I guess, later.
This
This
is
is
a
Venus.
picture of Venus taken in the ultraviolet from a spacecraft. VMC image. I don't recall what Venus, V is Venus, but MC I don't recall. And it is from a distance of 33,000 kilometers.
Wow.
This is taken on 2007. This satellite had a mission of studying the velocity at the cloud top. And as you're probably aware, the wind velocities on Venus are unbelievable. Something like 300 meters per second.
Oh my God.
So, oops, where's that name?
Not a real great day for sailing.
No. Now this shows a study of what they call gravity waves. Gravity waves was used by weather people probably a century ago. And so when real gravity wave came along, physicists, astrophysicists found the word already used. So we call gravity waves gravitational waves. But what a gravity wave is as you have wind going by a mountain range, and this is a terrain of
Contour.
Venus. And this is altitude. This is the cloud top. The wind is stronger here, weaker here, but it produces a cyclonic effect here, and it produces these clouds that form, and you see them if you're looking up at a peak like the Sierras here, and wind is blowing over the mountaintop toward you, you can see these things that look like waves about to break on a beach. And those are the gravity waves that are produced by this cyclonic activity. These things are all over Venus. Venus has a lot of rough terrain like this. So go ahead.
They have rain? Is there some form of rain?
No. Well,
Sulfuric acid. Yeah.
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 No, we don't have the lakes and the rivers like they do on Titan.
No.
Mm-mm.
Methane would just, well, it wouldn't explode if there's no oxygen there, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now this is velocity here, meters per second,
Wow.
125 meters per second.
Whew.
That is hard. This is altitude. These are different probes and things. A sounder, I'm not quite sure what they mean by sounder. We make at Santa Barbara Research Center, we make sounders, which is an attempt to look, but they were just imagers that you look down in the atmosphere and you're tuned to different layers by wavelength and stuff. And, but I suspect that they mean that this is a probe that went down. So it's like a sounding in the ocean where they drop something over. So
Because the V's were probably the veneer emissions from the Soviet Union.
I think that's these here things here. The V's at V8s, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This sounder might be one from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, same idea. You're right.
I have a question, Jerry. If
Yeah.
Mars' atmosphere was stripped from the planet by solar winds, why hasn't the atmosphere of Venus been stripped?
Excellent atmosphere. Excellent added question.
It's much, much thicker on Venus.
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
If they have a magnetic field, maybe, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Good question, though.
yeah.
I'll look that up. Okay, now, as we saw in the profile earlier, there was a mountain range somewhere. And so this is from an article that talks about the what is it, domes or crowns, they call them crowns, that are on Venus surface. These are radar images. And you can get the thing that radar sees is granularity of surface. So different surface colors and textures is from things that are smooth or granular or boulder fields or gravel fields, things like that. So that's what you're looking at here. And let's see if I can get over there. Yeah. This shows these what they call crowns, and they're outlined in green here. And it's debatable or discussed what these are, what they mean.
So the speculation was like convective bubbles coming up.
Yes. So the orange is taller rises marked in orange, and the dark green puck Venus's surface. So these are pucks. Coronae marked in dark green.
All I see is blue-green, pretty much.
Yeah, the color back here is blue-green, but these things here are definitely green.
Wow.
And the images are constructed by scanning as the satellite goes over the surface. It has a beam width that goes over the surface, and then they a couple times after they go around, they can put it together for a whole map of the whole surface. Now that's the same technique that we use for weather satellites here, which is may appear odd at first, but weather satellites have a linear array. They don't have a square sensitive focal plane array. They have a linear one, and it scans, and it'll scan the whole Earth every 28 minutes. And it takes a series of scan, and then every 4 minutes, it stops the scan and it goes and it takes a star calibration to determine the pointing, where it's pointing. And the reason that they do a scanning technique and not a visual, not a two-dimensional snapshot, like with a big format pixel or image like Hasselblad, is because they want to see features in different spectral bands at the same time. And if they took pictures, they would have to take a picture, change a filter, take another picture, and things that are interesting would move between those two pictures. So they do these scans with, in the case of Jammy, there were 5 different bands to look in, and these 5 different linear arrays were right next to each other, and they just scanned over the whole thing. So you accurately got a view of local high resolution. But of course, things moved with respect to the whole disk, but you weren't interested in that so much.
Huh.
Now, back then, that was in the late 90s and early 2000, and the biggest CCD array that I'd ever seen was a 10,000 by 10,000 pixels, and it was not big enough to get the desired resolution in one picture of anything on Earth that we were interested in. So I don't think that, I know that now with the Vera Rubin camera, the Gigando camera, but that's not made out of one big array. That's made out of a whole bunch of small arrays. So they may be doing weather satellites a little different, but I think it might still be scanning systems.
Do you suppose, Mr. President, there's ever been a science fiction story written about the extreme future where the rich people can afford to go to Venus and camp out in those large balloon resorts that are hanging up there high looking down?
Oh, yes.
Has that been done?
Yeah.
I'd like to contribute to a few. I'd like to contribute to a few of those trips right now.
Larry Niven back in the 60s wrote, he was the one that did the Ring World. And he had a main character named Louis Wu, and he was one of these ultra rich billionaires, and he had his own starship made. And he
Oh, wow.
and just for several years he'd just go out. He liked solitude. One of them, he was the main character in Neutron Star. And this guy was going toward it was made out of a material that just was incredible. It just, couldn't be acid didn't etch it. You couldn't machine it. You could only pour it and get it shaped. And he's going out there, and all of a sudden, all his external stuff is starting to erode away, and the antennas are starting to erode away and stuff. And he's really puzzled because there's no way that could happen. And all of a sudden, he puts together that he's approaching an antimatter neutron star.
No.
And his spaceship is made out of matter, and he's approaching an ant. So he turns around and leaves real quick.
Didn't Isaac Asimov write a book called Red Planet?
He wrote several. I think the Martian Chronicles.
That's Bradbury.
That's
Bradbury.
what?
Ray Bradbury.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is apparently a nickel iron meteorite on Mars.
Can we get that? It's washed out pretty bad.
Okay.
I'd like to see this without that. I'd like to get the.
That sculpted rock. Far out. Doesn't form a human face looking up, does it?
No,
That's been done before, I guess.
Yeah.
that's a whole mountain.
Doesn't look like a face anymore, that same rock they saw before.
Well, I see a human skull upside down there.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
That's better, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, way better.
Okay.
Got to be their Monument Valley.
Yeah, well, this is quite close up. This is just a few inches across, I think, or a few feet.
3 feet, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not okay. It's not a mountain range we're looking at.
No, this is and this is it from farther away.
Ah. Well, you suppose this picture was taken by your son, your godson?
Not by the helicopter,
Oh, it's okay. So
but it was taken by Perseverance.
Perseverance, is it rolling around on Mars, or is it? It's pretty
It
much
took-
up.
Yeah, it took September 2025. It was taken September 19. And this wide angle one was taken on September 2.
Boy, that's a neat picture.
Yes, it looks like you could almost walk around on there.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, boy, that looks like a just off a beach towards the cliff.
Yeah.
But look how smooth some of that dust is. Really
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It'd leave footprints.
Yeah. The first one they found on Mars that was a nickel iron meteorite. You know how this one has that weird Norwegian name or Swedish name. When they find things, they have a person who's on duty that day whose job is to name it. And depending on who the person is, you get different interests, like, you know, Native American tribes or Sumerian gods and goddesses.
this
And when they
one.
found the first one,
Yeah.
with the Opportunity rover on Mars, the person in charge of naming things was a fan of cartoons. So the first one they found was called SpongeBob SquarePants.
I remember that. This one is called Fipsakla. Fipsakla.
Yeah,
Say that
probably
fast.
Icelandic, but
Thipslaxla
Yeah.
probably Icelandic.
I don't
from
know. It's a real
Svalbard
tongue
in
twister.
Norway.
Okay.
So which is the rock in question? The little one at the bottom or the big one at the top?
Big one at the top.
Yeah, big one at the top there.
Okay, that's supposedly sculpted, or looks sculpted like a sculpture.
Eroded.
Yeah,
Like
compared to
all
the
of-
others.
Hmm.
Although the one on the right looks like it might be a similar fragment.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And these may have come in and burned out the softer spots when the atmosphere on Mars was thicker. I don't know how long it's been there.
Huh. Otherwise, it's a flat plane around it.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay.
Now, for unusual objects here,
Here we go.
these are the two that were highlighted by, I think it was space.com.
The Chibito and the parachute, right?
Andromeda's parachute, which is a series of Einstein double images, and the Dracula's Chivito, which is a sandwich. If you don't know what a Chivito is, and I didn't,
I think they call them tortas at the.
this is
airport.
this is a Chivito.
Yeah,
Huh.
it looks like a torta,
Mhm.
but Chibito has more class sounds.
Yeah. So looking first at Andromeda's parachute, here it is close up, A, B, C, D, and there's something right here that's very massive, and these are 4 images of the same thing.
Really? Lensing?
Yeah,
Gravitation?
Yeah,
it's gravitational
gravitational.
lensing. That little X thing is probably a galaxy.
Well, I'll be damned.
This is
Normally-
3 arc seconds, which is pretty fine.
Mhm.
So there's something big between that and us.
Right where the X is.
Oh, and we can't see it? Is it a black
Might
hole?
be a black hole,
Oh,
something with a lot of mass.
normally those lenses look like arcs or smiles.
They frequently do, yes.
Wow. That's amazing. And that's
This-
called the Andromeda.
this-
Is it in Andromeda?
Yes.
Yes, this is can you see this okay?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
this shows where the parachute is. And this is 63 and 63 there and there. And there they are there, 63 and 63. So those two things are these two. And they're right between mu Perseus and gamma Andromeda. And M31 is over here.
Almach, I think, for Gamma Andromedae.
Okay.
But now the Chibita is not anywhere around here. It's somewhere else. Why Dracula?
Because it looks like it has 2 fangs hanging down from it.
Oh, is that the reason?
Yeah.
And here is Omicron Cepheus. And here's the Shivago. And there is Omicron Cepheus there. And this right here, they don't give a second thing, so the scale's a little difficult. But this is Iota Cepheus, Gamma Cepheus. So you can for when you're out casually with your binoculars, you can look here.
Those 2 stars aligned right up with Herschel's Garnet Star.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
It's below the house there, and it's at the bottom, to the right of that. The one in the middle there. Go to the right more. That one.
Okay.
That's Mu Cephei right there.
Oh yeah, that goes right up there.
It goes right up there.
Now you may think it's a natural ability to do star hopping, but I claim it's just astigmatism.
Well, you can't look right at a star, can you? A lot of them. You have to look to the left or right, and
Yeah, you have to do averted vision.
wonder why that is.
Oh, it's
Center of your retina.
yeah.
What?
The fovea of your
Rods
eye
on
where you
bones.
focus is optimized for daytime color vision. So that's where your cones are that detect color. But the rods are spread out on your peripheral vision, and they are good for dim things, but they don't see color.
I
And
thought
they're more concentrated, so you get better resolution too.
I gotcha. And this is still a parachute, or is this the Chivita? I
No,
got
this
lost.
is Chivito right there in the middle.
Right there.
Oh, okay. And Chivita is a Mexican dish that you can get at Taco Bell.
It's like an Argentine sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's an Argentine thing. So that would be like cafe. Remember the old Cafe Buenos Aires downtown? Isn't that the name?
This
Kurt
is
left
listed as curious cuisine. but it's the same. It's got hard-boiled eggs in here,
Mhm.
and it looks like beef, and then bacon and cheese, tomato and lettuce.
Oh, it's saying it's from Uruguay here.
Yeah. Okay. Looks pretty tasty to me.
Yeah.
That was for sale on opening day of Fiesta downtown at the Mercado. It'd be $25.
Per half.
Easily.
Just
Hey,
missing
we
a
did-
pickle, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go make myself something to eat. But listen, gentlemen, we did it. We're past the top of the normal hour we end because we got in late. And I got to tell you, this Friday night, two of our members got great speeches planned, and we'll be around election too. And December 11th, next week, is our big holiday party out in Goleta, and then planning meeting and start party on Saturday the 13th. We'll do this again. This was program number 249. We're at the 3/4 of the 5th year mark. Another
Wow.
quarter to go, and in March we'll start our 6th year of the SBAU Astro Hour. But Chuck, how do we say goodbye in Klingon?
I'm not sure, but locally we say Asta Nebula.
Yeah.
I speak
Bye,
fluent
everybody.
Klingon, but